Good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. You join me once more here in Port Aqualite, where, yep, the Bassleship has made it to land. Fascinatingly enough. All right, let's go ahead and get back into the water. Let's get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get right back to working on the Bassleship. Dwarf, welcome to the stream. I see you are already here. Welcome, welcome. So we need to work on the tail section. And more importantly, we also need to work on some buoyancy. So let's go to the marine blocks real quick, and let's grab 4 more of these. Oh shit, we're gonna run out of number. And we're gonna grab 1 more large pontoon. And then we are going to move out of this for the moment, and we're gonna move to the left here. Apparently, we're gonna fall over first. That's the important first part. Is first fall over. Well, this is fascinating. Cold, welcome to the stream. Cold is just spamming symbols in chat. Cold is a reminder, don't spam crap in chat, please. Anyway, so. Okay, sorry, we have a lot of stuff to do. We are roughly half complexity. We can't go too crazy. Now, mind you, we're probably only going to go about maybe twice this size anyway, so we should be fine. Moving the outriggers out more probably help. It probably would, yes. Also, finishing the tail would probably help a lot as well, because the tail is going to have more buoyancy devices in it. And we'll have all these engines in it. Which these engines are a decent amount of weight. Mind you, this ship is actually incredibly heavy at the moment. You know, one thing I want to do real quick. I want to take this. I want to, real quick, how much iron do we have? We have 643 iron. Two, 3. So this is 6 per side with a number of smaller blocks each. Okay. I just was considering adding another layer of armor to the thing. Speaking in wingdings is not acceptable behavior in this chat, is all I'm going to say. Cold. Not like bannable or anything, it's just like, why? No. Anyway, there's no fun allowed in my chat. That's not allowed. How dare you? Anyway, so from here, let's go ahead and I think we're going to start tapering this down a little bit. So we're going to go to streamlining here. And we're going to go 2x1 wedges. No, we're going to need slightly bigger wedges than that. Let's do... we're going to just need a lot more of these. Let's go with, like, 25? 25 ought to be enough. Let's also get rid of the motors, because we don't need them there right now. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I could get my reference image of a bass. I forgot to get that before the stream starts. There we go. I now have reference image of bass in front of my monitor. Okay. So we are going to make a tail that articulates out. So first things first, we just need a strong center in the section for the tail to attach to. We're going to put that there, and we're going to drop 2 1x2s. So that in the event that this thing takes damage, it's less likely that it gets shattered. And then let's go ahead and go to it be under mechanical, or movement. It's mechanical under movement, and we're going to need... it's under steering, actually. Large hinges? Just singular hinges. Let's go with large hinges for this. Let's go with 7 more. So I have 8 total. And then we're going to take this And we're going to duplicate that. We're going to put that up here. Yes, that's definitely where I wanted to put that. Grab this again. Put that right there, and we'll put this, the duplicate of this down. Ooh, hold on, actually. I actually need this one. Drop that sucker in right there. Perfect. Hey, Pessimist, welcome to the stream. How the hell has it been 8 months? Man, it just kind of has. Sounds like a good way to get banned from that Discord server. Pretty much. That's what it sounds like to me. We're going to drop these in here. So right now, if we go... Right, I forget that we tilt when we do that, so I have to actually fix my buoyancy issues before I do that. I think the problem with the reason we're tipping so much is that our buoyancy is below our center of mass. If we were to bring up aerodynamics, yeah, I forgot that doesn't actually have our like center of buoyancy. Is there anything that does have that? Nope. There's no way of showing our center of buoyancy. Great. Okay. That I might have been spoiled by From the Depths because they have shit like center of buoyancy, which is really useful. Yeah, let me go ahead and get structural block here. Get a couple of these bad boys. Rotate that in just right there. How far is that? That is... Oh, that goes, like, all the way to the front of the ship, huh? It does. Alright. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 more? Go. And then that's up at the front there. Okay. Just checking. Still opens and closes, which is fine. Okay. Perfect. Okie dokie. Now we start working on the actual fin. The finale of the fin. Alright, so we need basically a structural piece that's just gonna go... do I need that piece? I don't think I need that piece. I need this piece. I'm gonna need to collect more iron again. Holy crap. We might spend all day working on that again, which I'm more than willing to do until that means that's what it takes to get it done, you know, but damn. Okay. Could be rebuilding a picture frame. Interesting. Let's go ahead and maybe we should do this actually. Just have that coming out of the back end there. Love it. The moment I start streaming, the dog starts barking at stuff. I don't need the decal tutorial, thanks. I'm well aware of how the decals work. Just because I haven't done it in this version doesn't mean I'm not aware. Let's bring that up. Okay. And let's go ahead and... I do want to bring this in. I want to bring it in from here, right? So I need it like that. Because there has to be a gap for the tail, right? I'm not that level of builder where I'm glitching things into each other, so I'm not that good. So there needs to be a gap there. I need this literally like one wider. Are you serious? Okay. Move that over, and then we'll do this side. Go. Okay. Now then. Maybe not on that one. That one's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on mirror mode. Oh, right, because these aren't considered symmetrical. Okay, so we're done with symmetry, apparently. Symmetry mode is unable to help us now. And then we're gonna go do structure. Nah, I'm just gonna need more of these. I'm gonna need to go get more iron. Because that's it, I'm out of iron. I need more than 3 of those. I cannot believe that once again we are out of iron. I mean, I entirely can believe that we're out of iron again. Can I get out of the fucking water? Planky's around here somewhere. You got anything good for me? Darn it, Planky. Why do you have no resources? Why do you do these things to me? I'm gonna see this quest for artillery pods, just so I have that while I'm rolling around. Getting more iron. I'm gonna have to rename this stream to The Never-Ending Quest for Iron. Or The Never-Ending Quest for Bassleship. Something like that. Something like that. Are there normally 2 of those here? I don't remember there being 2 of those here. Getting some interesting frame rate lag this time. Didn't have last time, to my knowledge. No, last time the game ran like butter the whole time. Let me pull up Task Manager, see if there's something going on here. Yeah, fuckloads of my CPU is being used. Way more than normal. What the fuck is happening? Huh. Weird. Fucking nailed it. That's very strange that way more of my CPU is being used than normal. Anti-malware service? That feels odd. There's a few viruses, eh? I think it's most likely just something being stupid. Using more services than it's supposed to. Not sure. Also, it really shouldn't phase my PC. I'm gonna be honest. It's called Windows 11. It's true. It's very true. Keeping Task Manager open helps the PC behave. Sometimes. Not all the time. Definitely still getting some lag here. Every time I look back, my CPU usage is jumped like 20%. What the fuck? I mean, yeah, OBS is using like 40%, which is about right. I mean, it's a lot for OBS, but it's not usually that much. I just drove off a cliff because I wasn't paying attention. I was watching Task Manager. Very strange. Very, very strange. I don't need to go in here. There's no resources in here. I'm out here just driving around in circles because I'm not paying attention. You know, we mostly need iron, right? I think we should go to the town that has the most iron per square inch. Because the only resources over here... Well, I mean, there's some basic resources over here, of course, but... there's less fancy resources over here, which means more iron. Hey, welcome to the stream. I feel like the resources are spawning a little strange today. Like I don't remember them spawning inside of each other. The resource collection in this game is quite quick and smooth, you know? Excuse you. Interesting. Bit of a strange oddity there. Why the hell did OBS just jump a whole 10% on how much of my CPU it's using? The fuck? I can almost get that from here. Hey, got it. Without having to go over the fence. Also mining. Indeed. Hi, Ader. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Oh, wait, because it's also mining. You're saying OBS is mining Bitcoin on my rig right now? Is that what you're saying? I mean, shit, it's jumping a lot. Hey, Mal, welcome to the stream. Now, we got all kinds of people here today. I mean, it could be. I don't know, man. It's using a lot of my CPU right now. And I have a lot of cores with a lot of gigahertz. Well, 4.6, 4.7 gigahertz? I don't remember the exact gigahertz, but I've got like 12 cores. I wonder if I need to restart OBS, because it genuinely seems to be having a problem. It seems to be having a conniption fit. It never runs this high, like when I'm streaming other games. It's just this right now. Might have to take a gander at that if I continue to have problems with this stream. That said, restarting OBS could be very detrimental. Use sysmon for process diagnosis, not task manager. Task manager is just fine, thank you very much. I'm not that much into the software side of computer information and knowledge that I need to use a separate program for task managing. native Windows tool. I've never heard of it before, but fair enough. It sounds like a useful thing, which means Windows will probably get rid of it. Windows users aren't allowed to have nice features. Mal requirement. Always active but not logging in. Interesting. I will take a triple kill. See, I know a lot of things about I know quite a bit about a lot of things, but I don't know everything about everything, and that's something I'm more than willing to admit. There are people out here that know more than I do. In this case, that would be Dwarf and Mallow talking about Windows. I feel like they really increased the knockback on that thing. You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna do a full like reset here of OBS and Trailmakers to see if that helps. Let me grab this iron, then I'll reset. There's something going on right now that is causing some problems. And the first thing you always try is turn it off and turn it on again. Give me one moment here, ladies and gentlemen. In theory, as long as I, like, do this quickly, it shouldn't drop the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. Okay, are we back? I think we're back. I think we are back. Restarting the game now. Yeah, OBS is using 30% less CPU now that I've reset it. We'll see if that goes back up. After I'm in the game and running and everything is set up and running. See if that helped. Oh, the menu is loading faster. Yeah, we're sitting in the total usage for my CPU sitting around 28% now, where it was 79 before. So it looks like that helped. Whatever was going on there, that seems to have helped at least a little bit, because we've been lagging since we started the stream. We'll see if it goes back up once we're actually in gameplay here. Trailmakers is a little laggy at the moment, but that's kind of standard. Journey to the Mudflats. Enter the builder. Oh, I thought it was giving me like the tutorial quest again. Strictly an OBS issue is probably just process making a hang one off. Yeah, probably. Something very stupid happening probably in the background. I'm not sure. How much inventory did we lose on that? We're up to 571 iron, so we lost some iron during that, but that's okay. I'll grab that in a minute. It feels like it's running a little smooth at the moment. Now, Trailmaker doesn't always run smooth regardless. Like, Trailmaker's already kind of runs a little jank for some reason, even though it's barely touching my GPU. I think Trailmaker doesn't like AMD cards, probably. Go ahead and take a guess. But it feels a little less jank than it did before. Drove right up to me. I just got another level up, didn't I? I absolutely did. We just got another level up. We got the EMP launcher. We just got all the rounded parts. Well, most of the rounded parts. We get more rounded parts next level. Literal cosmic ray shooting a pure FU particle through my RAM. Yeah, exactly, right? That would be my luck. Drone destroyed a headbutt a tank. I believe it did, yes. Oh, shit. My phone is still up because I have been receiving messages all day. Turn that off. There we go. Okay. Ah, yes. Remember, forgetting to turn your phone off before stream. That's always fun. Though I do have my phone in front of me because I am expecting the possibility of a text message later on today. During this first part of the stream. You know, I was running a little low on rubber, too, so this is fine by me. No, it is something bad, in fact. If I receive the text message during the stream, it is something bad. That will probably end up with me causing the end of the stream early. Indeed. Eventually. Mine. I'm busy mining. For what's worth, Rando, Godspeed, yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Same to you, my friend. Same to you. My fellow internet rando. Oh, there was a rubber tree stuck inside those normal trees. Have we been over here? Oh, this is the other side of the crash site. Huh. Neat. See, I don't think there's any resources over here, unfortunately. No, not really. No resources to speak of. No fat loots either, unfortunately. Nailed it. Hot damn. Well, I nailed one of them. Excuse you, sir. Did you just fire through the ground at me? Rude. That was amazing driving. Managed to smack right into that tree in the middle of the field. The one tree in the middle of the field I managed to hit. Well, two trees in the middle of the field. I managed to hit one of them. Whee! Alright, how much are we up to at this point? Only 849 iron. Really? Damn. I thought for sure we'd have more iron by now. Publishing some project on cameras. Tubes. Any advice, recommendations, suggestions? What kinds of projects? I don't really know. I don't really know what you do, Mal. Things that I find interesting. Well, that makes it... I mean, here's the thing. My best recommendation to suggestion is do something that you find interesting and that you can talk about ad nauseum. It makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna be honest. Something that interests you heavily. That is the correct thing to make videos / stream about. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because then you'll actually enjoy what you're doing. I will take those kills. Those on Discord, I watch lots of that type of material. Fair enough. Tinkering, repair, and woodworking to start. I mean, that's good. Good call. That's something you're interested in. Absolutely. And yeah, just because my Discord's mostly for gaming doesn't mean you can't post it in the self-promo channel. Feel absolutely free to do that. There's one thing this community is good at, it's supporting each other. Most of the time. When they're not trying to make my life harder. Not bad for not having a shield. We support drunk drifting. We don't support drunk crashing. That's true. We don't support drunk crashing. We also don't support drunk woodworking, because that's how you lose your hand. That's a good way to lose a hand. Or at least your fingers. I'm looking for iron. I'm out here in the wastes looking for iron. An after-work beer does go kind of hard. Depends, especially if you're doing like manual labor. Oh man. Well, I have machine shops that's forward, but I doubt they have much capital. That is fair. That is a really cool idea. Dream is having a custom-built Zweihander. That is a very specific dream. That's a very specific dream. Nothing wrong with it, though. It's a good dream. Zweihander's a good sword. Well, it's a very big sword. If he wants a custom one, I presume he'd want forged, not fabricated. Like a properly forged Zweihander, I presume he'd want. Though I don't know that for certain. I'm not him. Gray rocks absorb pulse mining energy. Very detrimental to my ability to mine things. Use it in how much you want to spend. That's true. Hey, there's gold up here. I heard there might just be iron up here. I came looking for iron and I found gold. Literally in this case. Yeet. Uh-oh. It was all according to plan. All according to cake. Mal, you make an excellent point, and you are correct. I agree. How much iron are we up to at this point? 1,223. Somehow I feel like that's not going to be enough iron. Just somehow, you know? I have a feeling. The Harbor Freight Quandary. That's a really good way of putting that. Some tools, you use them so rarely, you can just go with the cheapos from Harbor Freight, man. Some tools, man. Everything is fine. You saw nothing. Anyway. Man, I wonder how much iron I've spent so far on the Bassleship, and how much I'm gonna end up spending on it at the end of this damn thing. There's apparently the dude around here somewhere, but I don't see him. He must be hiding up on top of the hill or something. 'Cause I heard noise. But no man ever appeared. No botnak ever appeared to fight me. The cowards. I do know that I'm kind of just driving right now. No real regard for where I'm going. I'm just driving. Just getting resources and going, you know? That's how it be sometimes. Just gotta hit the open road. Or in this case, the lack of road. I think it's the wasteland on my right, isn't it? So we're still near Tungberg. If I'm not mistaken, yep, we're coming up on Port the Wastelands, and then Port Aqua will be through the Wastelands. This is where that big iron vein is, right here. Yep, in the Wastelands. Yep. God, it's like I'm starting to learn this map or something. I could go fight those guys. I really don't care enough to fight those guys. We're mostly just here for resources, you know? And as much as them are made of metal, the botnaks do not often drop iron. And by do not often, I mean, I'm pretty sure they can't, in fact, drop iron. It is not within their ability to do so. There's a little bit of aqua light over there. I'll leave that as is. It's out of my way to collect it, unlike that one. I think that's probably it. I think we head back to the port. And we work with what we got until we exhaust what we've just collected as well. And we have to do this again for, what, like 4th or 5th time on the work of the Bassleship. leave that guy alone. I have no real interest in killing him. Mainly because I can kill him later for a quest and get some extra experience out of it if I have to. You like 2K iron last stream too? Yeah, I did. And I started with 2K iron too, which means we've already spent like 4,000 iron on this fucking ship. Mushrooms I've caught in a long time, so I have no idea what's going on. We're building a ship that looks like a bass. And it's a battleship. So we're calling it the Bassleship. And currently it looks like this. Alright. Let's see. I want to keep myself protected in here. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, that won't fit in there, huh? Nope, it won't. Okay, what, this is 3 wide? That's only 3 tall, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I'm a dumbass. I don't need a 4x2. I need a 3x2. Somewhere in here, I think, is a 3x2, isn't there? No, I don't have a 3x2. I have 3x1s. I don't know why I bothered to rotate that. It was not necessary. Okay, that's armored up, so at least that will help a little bit. In the terms of not being destroyed. What? Blueprint menu? Oh, you want me to spawn the fucking... You want me to spawn this? How about no? Why is the freaking tutorial back again? It is so annoying. Alright. Here, you know what? Let's go over to... Let's go... Let's... Go over to F3, the bus, which isn't going to get used for a while. Let's go and place down the boat. Yeah, sure, go ahead and delete my blocks. Yeah. Pretty sure I saved this, didn't I? No, I never saved the bus. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, hang on. There we go. The speed exit though. Oh, am I done now? I don't need to build your stupid raft anymore? Okay, good. Alright. Pretty sure this is too tall. Why is this so tall? It's what? Is it 2x2x2? Is there a 1x2x2? There actually is. Perfect. Okay. Okie dokie. Finally, let's actually continue building, shall we? I'm going to need a couple of these. Let's just go with 10, because I'm sure I'm going to use them all up. Sail and harvest loot. You realize it's a trap and the drones have hooked you. Are you going to make this tail out of hinge sections or articulates? That is the plan, yes! I've already got one section here, so the idea is that I'm going to build several more of these sections as we go back, and in the center of them is going to be propellers that'll help propel us along. So our marine propellers, our water propellers, will be inside here like this. Buried inside the tail sections, essentially. Right around the waterline, right there. Right where our area of buoyancy is. And, to help with that, the buoyancy part, do right on them, in line with the other ones. It's going to be like that. It's going to be, yep, just like that. So that they, hopefully, stay buoyant. I might have to adjust those up slightly, but that's okay. We'll do that if we need to. And then we'll come around that. Essentially, we're going to block that in. Actually, let's go ahead and rearrange this, actually. Because I just realized these are all quite large and actually in my way. The singular pontoons, the small pontoons, these are... What do these look like? I've actually never used these before. Are they 1x1s? They are. They're 1x2. That's fascinating. Let's go ahead and use a couple of these guys. Just right there to keep that nice and buoyant. That way I can still do my structure blocks. And then we're going to do streamlining again, and we're going to get the 3x1s out. Wow, I just completely botched that one, didn't I? There we go. Ooh, except I don't need those. I need these ones, the 3x4s, because these are much bigger and better for my complexity limit. Didn't even occur to me that it should be the other way around. And then if I'm bringing it in one, then well, I definitely can't use the other things, and I need like this, but even longer. I need like a 1x8 is what I need. Which means I'm gonna need what, 8 of these for this? Go. Alright. And then we're going to cap this off. Now, I know that's going to be really bad for aerodynamics, but there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, this game does not calculate interior spaces as not affecting your aerodynamics. They absolutely do in this game. Also, that is 3 wide, because I have just insist on giving myself problems, don't I? Just craft like 10 more of these. I'm gonna use them. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to bring the tail back another 2. Or another 1. I meant another 2 of these. Just like this. And then I'm going to do another tail section. So I need to go back to movement. Large hinges. Now, mind you, I'm sure this vehicle is going to actually be kind of terrible. But I kind of love the idea of it being kind of terrible. Why would you do this to me? Okay. And then I'm going to do... We take that. Actually, this is too big. Is it? Yeah, this is too big. Don't know why I bothered to rotate that once again. Okay. We're gonna go into streamlining again and take down more of these. Question, actually. If I was to build more of these. Yeah, that has connection points on the entire backside, so that would not work. My idea was to have this kind of extend forward over this, but it would not work because it would connect to the other one. That's a damn problem. It's a damn shame, that. What we can do is have this connect here. Like that. That way it looks a little bit more like it's coming down into a point. Back to structure. I could just fill the whole thing with blocks, but that would be insanely heavy if I were to do that. Go back to marine again. Propeller. Where was the... I want that in the same place as the other one. Yep, that is perfectly aligned. That's what I thought. Okay. Perfect. And then we'll grab another small pontoon. Actually, we could do a medium pontoon in here to save space, because I was going to do 2 small ones, but I'll do 2 big. I'll do 1 big one. Nope, that's going to be visible if I do it that way. And I refuse to have it be visible. Let's do 2 small ones like that. Actually. Go. Get a nice little propeller in there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright. And because the tail will probably be sagging a bit from there, we'll go ahead and put that in the back there. Just like that. Okay. Then we will grab a structure block. And then we'll grab... Could not find the 4x2 for the life of me, apparently. Perfect. Gotta remember, fish fins are the other way around. They go out wider than they do the other way. And then we can go into marine, and we can add in some paddles. And we'll put these on hinges so that they can move too. This one needs to go down one more. Go. And then I'm going to move this down just for symmetry's sake. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, the bass. Now we just got to work on making it balance properly, and we'll be all good. Okay, we're really left-heavy for some reason. What is on our port side that's making us sink so heavily to that side? Oh, that attached to the sails. That attached up here to the triangular sails. We definitely need some more buoyancy here. I'm thinking of a couple ways to do that. One is just do this. Attach even more buoyancy to the one to the area we already have. See if that helps with this a little bit. We are incredibly slow. But I kind of love it. Oh, also, it makes me sing. That's hilarious. Hi. How you doing? It is the boxiest bass I've ever seen. Let's actually... We have a fix for the sail part. So, I have a fix for this. It's called we bring the entire thing up one. Or... get rid of these two little blocks right here. So they can't physically connect to the sails. And do we have any blocks that, like, wouldn't connect that? Yeah, we got tubes. Tubes would work. How do I only have this few tubes? It's generally surprising to me. Oh, wait. Just use a 1x4 tube. Put it the other way. There we go. Listen, I know the aerodynamics are really bad on this thing. Yeah, those tail sections really hurt my aerodynamics. But they look cool. And that's important to me. Ejecting me out of the bass is not a good thing either. I'm sure we can make this work properly at some point. I'm sure we can get it to work, let me put it that way. It's just a matter of skill that I probably don't have. Let's also go to Marine and make a whole bunch of these guys. Make an odd number. That should keep our tail out of the water, hopefully. Now, the moment we accelerate, we fall over. It does look really good. It does look like a bass. I think we've accomplished fish. I think the goal of accomplishing aesthetically fish, I think that is successful. Building a useful vehicle, on the other hand, we may not have succeeded at. I really want it to work is the problem. Like, I really want it to work. Here's my thought, right? If we add more to the fins, right? We make the fins longer. Change the other section, or the middle needs to be shorter. The problem is the middle is all of our passenger seats. We can't shorten the middle. And we're running out of complexity for adding another tail section. Also, we need to reverse the controls on the steering, because they are, well, they're not backwards so much as they are backwards in terms of what my brain says they should do for turning. So I just need to reverse these. These are the same, right? Yeah, these are the same. Okay. Okay. Just checking that they're the same again. Because the problem is also once we tilt, we don't stop tilting. We can't course correct. And funnily enough, actually, moving our tail back and forth actually makes us go faster than if we were to just keep it straight, which I find hilarious. We are incredibly slow. It's kind of working right now, though. There's no way this thing would ever work in combat. We would need to have the turret be a rotatable thing, and that's not something we have. Come on. Surface, you rotten bastard. It's quite durable as well. Taper it across the whole body more. That wouldn't really help. The aerodynamics in this game, or hydrodynamics in this case, don't really work that way. Fins for stability. Rear fins for stability. We already have those, is the problem. We already have our full set of fins. It's just a matter of, I think we're a bit too top-heavy. I don't know. It's hard to figure out exactly what is wrong here. I mean, I think we need to take these fins and move them up a bit. I think we need to take the entirety of our fins and move them up, because the center of our mass has gone up. That's a slight problem for these guys, though. Like, just one block might help, legitimately. I think also a relocating of our seat is probably in order as well. No, we just keep falling over. My problem is I am more than willing to admit that I am probably not good enough at this game to figure this out, unfortunately. Is there a way to go forward in the freaking camera without tilting and just going left? The ship's wheel weighs 30 fucking kilograms. If I get rid of that and replace it with something else, is there a lighter seat? The go-kart seat's really light. Motorcycle seat is, I think, the smallest seat. That's 2x4. That's 3. Let's go with the go-kart seat. We just trash that for the moment. Replace it with the go-kart seat. Then we're significantly lighter, at least. Or I should say our center of mass will have gone down, because the... Yeah, center of mass actually went down significantly, removing the steering wheel. Look at that. Holy crap. So right now the engines are going full throttle. We're able to hit 9. That actually legitimately may have helped. Is it at all an effective design? No, but it is fish. I feel like I got... Really? I got killed? How did I get killed? The whole ship was intact still. Also, I spawned in Leapsvale. The whole ship was intact. How the hell did I die? Longer and weighted underwater fins. There are no weighted fins. It's a big fantastic submarine with 2 times thrust. I don't disagree. If it had more thrust, it would definitely be a better vehicle. It's still really back heavy. Which, I mean, we kind of want it to be back heavy, but at the same time not. I am bumping into all the shit right now. When that guy is right there for an easy kill. There we go. I just wanted him gone. We're still really back heavy. Like, really back heavy. Wait, what the fuck is going on? Oh, it's doing the thing again where it's connected, the fucking front mouth is connected to the thing by dark magic. I don't know how it did that. It doesn't make any sense. Is it this piece? It's this piece. It's these 2 pieces right here that are causing that. Because they have side fucking connections and they connected to the frickin' piece that's holding up the... Yeah. That's what's doing that. Occasionally. Where it doesn't remember how the mouth works. Which is causing it to break in the middle like that. That's extremely annoying. Isn't there a way to get... I feel like there was a way to get rid of, like, connectors, but I don't remember how to do it, or if that was even a thing that was possible. Or if they were just, like, thinking about that being an option. Wouldn't be under, like, paint, would it? No. How do you even paint things in this mode? Oh, right, this. Dolly. Set decal. Rotate. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, because there is no, yeah, there's clean, but that doesn't actually get rid of the connection point. It just hides it. Probably should go with clean for most of this. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I mean, it looks a lot better now. Except for the fact that it opens and closes the entire vehicle. Alright, well, we have to get rid of these little angles here, unfortunately, then. That's highly unfortunate. Ooh, what parts just came disconnected? Oh, the parts that are covering up the eyes. Right. Hey, Shafal, welcome back to stream. Okay, but why, though? Why now? That's never been a problem. Why is it on fire? Why did I die? Okay, then. Removing those pieces has made it harder for it to open? Excuse me? What? Ow. Why did that explode? I do not understand what's happening now. I removed some angled pieces that were basically purely cosmetic but were causing issues, and now the vehicle's exploding? I think the Bassleship might be dead, guys. What the fuck? I love how we had a working boat and now we don't. Like, what the fuck happened? What changed? Apparently this doesn't function anymore. Okay. Plot device. Or I have an idea. We take the entire face, we cut it off, right? Can I put the wedges back? I can put the wedges back. I have an idea. Okay, wedges are back. All of them. All of the wedges are back. We're going to take the entire front panel of this thing. Now, these blocks right here need to go. I have an idea. And the idea is simple. If the problem is that they're connecting on the sides, we don't allow it to connect on the sides. We simply use tubes. Excuse you, sir, that is not where you belong. Okay, we take all this, and we push it back. How did that not go back on where it's supposed to go? What? Oh, because that didn't get deleted. Right, okay. There we go. Now everything's back on. And maybe that will work. And not explode. Well, it does seem to work. It's clearly contacting itself somewhere along the line. Where it was not previously doing that. It's like the bottom. Interesting. If we do maximum angle, we'll put that down to like 30. It's still making contact, but it's better, I think. Oh, what? Oh, we're doing this again, huh? Or it doesn't save the things if I click off of them, rather than clicking the check mark. Some of it did, some of it didn't. I don't know. I think that's better. Is it perfect? No, but it's better. I think I would like to give us one more tail section that's just a straight section. Just a nice straight section, essentially. But the problem is having no power cores for engines to put inside of it, which means it's going to be a big old chunk of weight, which means it's going to be insanely heavy. Unless I put pontoons inside of it. I could put pontoons inside of it. Yeah, I need some raw jet thrusters in here. No, let's go ahead and do structural. And we have the ability to make these flat now, or clean. So we're going to use these. And then we're going to do... How big is a big pontoon? It's like 4 wide, isn't it? The length of the full fucking thing? Yeah, it's the length of the full fucking thing. That would not work, unfortunately. Covering that up would be nearly impossible. What we can do is put medium pontoons in here. In such a way that hopefully this damn thing floats a little better. Because one of the problems we definitely have is that we're just too bloody heavy. Actually, you know what? Given the fact that this thing, the tail absolutely sinks like a rock on this thing. Why can I not get that, like, in there? That's weird. Alright. This thing sinks like a damn brick, so let's go ahead and make one more of these and put that in there as well. Yeah, that's where I wanted it for sure. Perfect. Then we'll just cap this up with some blocks, like so. Just so we don't have an air gap in here. Then we'll just grab this block, copy it here, boom, bada bing. Grab one of these, slap that sucker on the bottom there, push this whole thing forward. Once again, tint block, clean, done. And now we have Bass. We're actually able to swim forward like this. We actually legitimately can swim forward like this, which is fascinating. Oh, hang on. I just noticed something. These are backwards. Right, I forgot I had right click held down. The fact that we can swim forward like an actual fish is very funny to me. I kind of love the idea of just going through the game, occasionally doing this, so that when people join the stream randomly, they're like, is that dude swimming through the game? Like, yes, that's what we're doing, definitely. God, we are ungodly slow. Get wrecked, scrub. The Bassleship is undefeatable. Oh, we just need, like, the Trailmakers equivalent of a rifle on this thing. Oh shit, we're in shallow waters. Good news, we seem to have fixed the, falling over problem. Are there depth charges? No, not that I'm aware of. That actually works remarkably well, of push them up into the gun. We actually get faster if we do this. I think we are legitimately faster if we're doing both at the same time. which I find hilarious. This is such a ridiculously slow thing. Oh, man. Bombays blow up in the water. That is correct. Yeah, Bombays blow up in the water, unfortunately. Or more accurately, underwater they can't fire, and they explode on contact with water, so they're completely useless for blowing up underwater. I think the only guns that work underwater are the EMPs and the blasters. The sci-fi blasters, which I believe the sci-fi blasters in here are, somewhere. I don't know where they actually are. Hey, there's the buoyancy control device. Yeah, we're not supposed to build submarines until the very end. I don't think there's anything underwater except maybe secrets. That's probably it. I mean, there's dynamite. We could make our own depth charges when we hit level 20. But actually, where are the blasters? Do blasters not exist in this one? Can you not actually get them at all? Because I mean, I'm not seeing blasters in here. Oh. Yep, it's the last Mega Drill. The last Mega Drill gives you the blaster. Anyway. Well, we did finally set sail. I have an idea. It's not going to help a lot, but it'll help a little. I'm getting rid of the tank cannons. I know, blasphemous, but I'm gonna put... Have we even built any submachine guns? Let's see, the tank cannons are 2 apiece. Submachine guns are also 2 apiece. There's no other, like, forward-facing gun that would actually, like, work there. That sucks so much buckets. We can do 1 smart cannon. And we put it up here. Right in time for the cannons. Yeah, right in time for the cannons to be removed. We just removed the cannons, my man. Now we have a single gun instead of cannons. Because the idea is that we'd be able to save some power to be able to throw down additional marine motors. Because we have, what, 2 power cores remaining. We could do 2 underwater propellers out on the fins. I actually kind of like the idea of that. It really swims like a bass. It actually does. And you missed us testing it, but if we actually swim, it does actually go faster than if we just use the engines. And because hydrodynamics are important, we're gonna... And even though this vehicle is hella cursed already... And we're capable of a whopping 11 miles an hour now. We still open and close the mouth. It just isn't as intimidating as it was before when there were cannons inside of it. Ridiculous. You could maybe pass a running old man. Yep. I don't disagree. What we've made here is cosmetically a bass, but not a speedboat. We have made fish, but not speedboat. Speed fish. We are, in fact, very slow. Which I do find humorous in its own way. Oh, big sulfur. It's peak. If you refuse, you're a heretic. This is what peak performance looks like. This is what peak fish performance looks like. You may not like it, but it's true. At least we can actually turn our head a pretty good amount to lock onto enemies. Come on. Really? We can't actually lock onto enemies with this thing. Really? That killed us? I'm really surprised that we're so vulnerable from behind. Considering how freaking much crap is in the way. Like, there's so much there. God, it's so big. It's just so big. Alright. I'm calling this a success for now. We have bass. I'm going to go and replace the cannons back into the mouth. I'm going to go ahead and give us the cannons back. There we go. Cannons are back. And I'm going to save this. Obviously, we save this. We'll add more power cores to this thing once we have more power cores, and we'll paint it up. Perfect. That much was hurt in the middle of the city. Oh, damn! God damn, Pepsimus. That's rough, buddy. That's my, like... Yeah, the terrible sub. Anyway, alright. Time to create a new ship. And this one's gonna be real fucking simple, I'm gonna be honest with you guys real quick. We're gonna do a seat. Like, we're gonna get this thing done real quick. Or at least I'm gonna try. We're gonna do... Look at how much fucking shit we have now. We got 41 4x8s, 55 1x4s. We have so much extra stuff now because of all that. We didn't build any 2x2x2s. That's really surprising. We've got so many wedges. It's crazy how many wedges we have now. We have a bunch of tail fins. Extra. We've got a million pontoons. Actual more tail fins. We've got so much stuff. Anyway. We are going to build a very simple boat. I'm still going to raise that up because it looks very boaty if we raise that up. We're going to do... Get two nice big pontoons on the side of this thing. Because that's really going to help our aerodynamics. And we're going to go ahead and build out on the side of these. They don't have actually construction points on the sides, do they? They don't. That sucks buckets. Alright. Like, they look like they do, but they don't. Because they're like straps. A cage seat on top of the surfboard. More or less, yeah. That is more or less what I'm going to be doing, yes. You see, we have many wedge blocks. And even if it's not ideal, I'm going to build like a cutter, essentially. Just a little guy. Just a little guy that tears through the ocean real quick and gets us to our destination. It's just a little guy. That's the plan, at least. I'm almost tempted to see if I can do this with one large pontoon. Actually, fuck it. That's the plan now. A little guy. He's just a little guy. What will be this guy's name? I don't know yet. We'll figure that out when we get there. I'm going to use some smaller pontoons as well. God, the pontoon is fucking enormous, actually. Let's see if we can just get away with using small pontoons rather than using one big motherfucker. Just because they are genuinely fucking huge. Little guy is my vote. We're gonna do streamlining. That feels wrong to me, because that didn't move forward. Okay. Then we will do another one of these platforms going back. Sometimes this game's controls confound me, confuse me, and escape from me. We're gonna do... out to the front of the ship like that. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and make that just go all the way to the edge, please. Just like that. Alright. And then we're going to add in here, under gadgets, we're going to add our advanced pulse miner. Can that fit in there? No, that's too tall. If we move this back, it'll fit there. Now, that only aims forward, though, is the problem. But we can do this real quick, actually. We swap that around, and we move these to the side. Then we can do a aiming servo upside down and have a reverse miner, like an upside-down mining vehicle. Or mining bit in here. Where's the bloody aiming servo? I never remember where that is. Is it under combat? It's under combat. It not look like a ship. Well, I just started building it. It doesn't look like a ship yet. Thank you. Also, Blue, welcome to the stream. That should work, yeah. I think that should work, actually. Our trees, if it doesn't seek, it's a ship. Our trees ships. Debatably. That's gonna be a problem, isn't it? Is that a problem? No, that actually does not connect. That's perfect. It's more like a speedboat. This is less ship, more speedboat. Batship, kinda. It does kinda remind me of the Batship, of like the bat boat, the bat boat. Pretty sure it's called the bat boat. The bat ski, kinda. And then we still have space in the front here. We can still add a cannon. I want to add a cannon. I want to add a cannon to the front. There's technically space for a cannon, but it won't be functional. Damn. Okay. Not getting away with that, unfortunately, it would seem. Where do we sit in the water right now? Oh, I gotta actually finish this thing before I can actually... It'll actually let me spawn it, right? That makes sense. Let's see. We need... I need the angles from fucking, from the depths. We don't have the ability to do those, like, types of wedges in this. Not yet, at least. Those are much further down the... No weapons is sad. Oh, we'll have weapons, don't worry. It's just a matter of we won't have a forward-facing cannon. We'll have weapons, don't worry. I have a plan for weapons. What does that look like? Well, that's fucking huge. Just out of curiosity. Nope. That is ugly as sin. Wanted a Gauss cannon. No Gauss cannon for you. We need wedge corner like this, but smaller. This is fucking enormous. Well, that will work. For what I want. Actually, does mirror mode work right now? I think it does, actually. Or should. Yeah, I was gonna say, that actually does work right now. Okay, perfect. The only problem is there's no, like, step up for that, is there? Not really. There's inverted one by... hang on. And then we could do... Hey, Amuel, welcome back to the stream. That's for a Gauss cannon for Christmas from Santa for Christmas this year. Honestly, it's kind of starting to look okay. I gotta do that one more time. I'm not a fan of this part right here. Can we fix that? We can fix that with an inverted corner, I'm pretty sure. Not sure if that'll get the job done as we need it. No, not really. Running out of iron. Yeah, we are running out of iron again. Amuel, you missed it as well. We already went and harvested another 1,200 iron this stream. Because the sheer amount of crap we've been building. Thankfully, these inverted corners don't take a lot of, material. $1,000 more for the speed bat boat. I'm gonna have to redesign this whole thing for this to actually work, aren't I? I am. Okay. Because I really want to use these nice wedges on the front here. I could just go back to the way we had it. And it was slightly off. There we go, like that. That's not bad. Like, I don't hate that, you know? Let's go ahead and take these wedges and slap them in here. That's not too bad. We got really good aerodynamics all the way across the board here, except for this fucking thing. That's because I gotta fill that in. I gotta fill in that spot. Take the hood up real quick. Nah, see, I can't actually see what's in there right now. Of course, it's exactly 5. Because of course it is. Go. And then that won't fit there. This will. Conveniently, though, if I keep building it like this, I won't have to worry about anything, crafting more of these parts, because I have a few of them. I don't know if y'all noticed. I have a few of those parts. Go and get these parts put back down. Go. I love that the seat is still technically unconnected, because it doesn't actually have a connection point right there. That's okay. We're going to actually lower this down into the body, I think, to make it so that we're protected. And then we're going to add in another aiming servo. Actually, I want it like right here. There we go. And then we'll bring this back another set of blocks. Perfect. And this aiming servo, we will make so it can rotate 360 degrees, because it will be able to do that. And we'll just leave that at as it is for the moment. We'll figure out how many power cores we have to use as weapons later. And then under marine, we're going to go to underwater repellers. Slap these bad boys down like this. And then we're going to go back into buoyancy. Nope. Right, buoyancy's up from us. Remember all those little gaps I left in here? We're going to fill them with a couple of those. Shouldn't take many. We should actually be pretty aerodynamic as is. Hydrodynamic as is. We have no ability to turn currently. Obviously. Yep, they managed to kill me. Yeah, so, well, we finished the Bassleship, and it does not work very well. It does look like a Bass, but it needs more thrust. And we don't have enough power cores to provide it with more thrust. So now we're building, Bat Boat. We're building the speedboat, basically, is what we're doing now. Okay. You know what actually would assist us in controlling this thing is controllable tail fins. But that's okay. We don't have those. What we are going to do is make our tail fins controllable. That would make sense in my brain. And we can do that by getting rid of this. Nope, getting rid of this. Not making another one. And we simply go to structure. We take 2x4s and we extend it down this way until we actually need it to stop right there. And then we go to gadgets. It's under movement, actually, because it's under steering. And we get a rotating servo. And we rotate that so it's like this. And then we lay some structure here so that is stabilized. And then we bring our fins in. And we bring them back so they're only touching that rotating servo. People just had like 10 engines to make it go fast as fuck. That's the thing. And, well, we can't. We only have 13 power cores to work with, and all these propellers are really expensive to operate. Time is very slow when I play this stream. Very odd. It's magic. Don't worry about it. You know what we are actually going to do real quick? I'm going to take these. Give her some little bit of propulsion at the back. Or buoyancy at the back, I should say. And one of the two of those in here, actually. I'm going to lift the hood back up real quick. Remember all these bad boys that we made for the frickin' thing? It's a damn shame. I have so frickin' many of them. I can fill this whole thing with them. There we go. And we bring this back down. We're very back heavy. We don't have a keel. Right. We're very top heavy. We don't have a keel, of course. We need weight on the bottom. That is thankfully quite achievable by simply adding weight to the bottom. What a concept. My eye is itching now. Ah. As the whole vehicle only weighs 165 kilograms right now. This weighs 30 apiece. So doing that will absolutely lower our center of mass significantly. And then we can take a third one of those, bring it down even lower. And we can add a stabilizing tail fin at the bottom of this. Alright, then we just need to streamline this real quick. And copy all of these. Paste them here. There we go. Perfect. That should have helped, at least. Okay, we're so heavy we're sinking now, which is fine. That's progress. At least, you know what we did, though? We sank down, rather than going upwards. Let's go ahead and remove those weight blocks, and only stick with the one in the middle. That should be enough. Interesting. Alright. We clearly need more buoyancy, which we can do. Thankfully, we have a ton of these. We can just go ahead and add more of these in here. Actually, you know what? That is 3 wide, not 4 wide. Okay, I thought it was 3, or thought it was 4. I thought I had a thought for a second. That would have been very silly. I.e. attaching a large pontoon to the side of this thing on the inside, which might have actually fit, but it does not. It does technically work, but we're now unfortunately we're too back heavy. We need to bring this weight forward, which we can actually do quite easily by just selecting all of it and simply dragging it forward. To the front. Right there. Upside down looks like a fish. It does look like a fish when it's upside down. You are correct. Alright, we need more buoyancy in the front. Wait. We weren't back heavy before. We were front heavy, and I just added more weight to the front. I'm a dumbass. Let me just get rid of this real quick and see if we can work without the keel. By doing this. Okay, where are we right now? We're back heavy. No, we're front heavy. If I was to add a weight right here, just a weight block to push us down. Because with a boat, you want the front angled up so you cut through the water. Like that. That's a little better. It's definitely far from perfect. As you might be able to tell from the fact that we're currently upside down. And that turning causes us problems. Okay. I'm sure I could fix this. Just trying to think of how. How do I fix it? I need to actually bring the structure back as well. I need to actually finish off the structure of the structure here. That might help, actually, significantly, now that I think about it. Actually finishing the vehicle, what a concept. Actually, you know what? If that is going all the way out to the front, I can actually do this and move it. No, that block's in the way. Okay, I see. Just barely in the way, technically. Great, okay. Then, how do I bring this to a close? It would have to be a streamlining block, obviously. Inverted corner? I think it would have to be an inverted corner right here. Yeah, there we go. And then go back to structure, and we can do 3x1s all the way down the side. Because why not craft more things? How to make it faster by just a bit. Is it make it better? Add more speed. Grid blocks. Yeah, I could, but I don't feel like mining even more iron today. Also, grid blocks look bad, in my opinion. And I know I don't look... my builds don't look the best. But I'm trying. I'm really trying here to make these things look nice. Some cases that do look very, very cool. In some cases, yes. If you're building something that looks like a skeleton or something like that, like skeletal, like the design is more skeletal, in nature, I can see it. But that's not what we're going for right now. Alright, let's go ahead and cap this off. Oh. That's a slight problem. Alright, let's see how well this thing performs right now. Probably still terribly, because we haven't fixed much, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, it still immediately dives into the water if I try and turn. If I try and turn sharply, it does that. I think we definitely still need an actual keel, unfortunately. On such a tiny little boat. Which we can do right here at the front. Really? Thank you. It's very necessary to do that. And we can do... Actually, you know what we can do? Just to help this, so it's not front or back heavy. We'll go into structure. We have 3 weights, so we'll put 1 weight there. And we'll put another weight at the back, so it stays level. And then... let's do... That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. We have to extend. Okay. Tell you what. This is what grid blocks look like when you do them. Oh, that's... yeah. Turn off mirror mode. Aerodynamics back on, and all of that is fine now. Okay. So hopefully we don't fall over when we turn now. Okay, we don't fall over when we turn now. That's really good, actually. Okay, we do when we turn right, apparently. Or left, apparently. Alright, where is our center of thrust versus the center of mass? Ah, that's not helpful. Our center of thrust is below our center of mass. That would not help. Okay, that is a problem. Then hear me out. That'll make us more buoyant. On the backside, unfortunately. And then, if we want to push our nose up with thrust, we need our center of thrust to be... it needs to be away from the center of mass. It needs to be below our center of mass. That will have the opposite reaction to the front, forcing the nose up. So we need thrust, ocean thrust, basically here, which we can do. Alternatively, we get a much more powerful thrust. We do something like this. Where could I mount that from? Yes, I see. That would work quite well. Now that should force our nose up when we go forward, significantly. Maybe a bit too much. Perhaps slightly too much. Perhaps that is too much thrust. Okay, that's going to be a problem. But we can do something like this, so that it's only a little bit below our center of mass, instead of a lot below our center of mass. How is that one connected and this one's not? Oh, interesting. Oh, that looked much better. Hang on. We need more runway than that. Now, this is not an acceptable boat. I want to make a speedboat, but I'm not very good at making boats. I don't know if y'all watched the From the Depths stream, but I'm not great at boats. Sorry, just checking text message I just got. On a straight line, it's not bad. But a straight line is not what we're doing. We don't drive in straight lines. For example, trying to turn around and go the other direction, I flipped over. That's a problem. Not good with boats, indeed. I am not good at boats. Boats are really hard. Are they? I feel like they're really not. We figured out boats a long time ago in real life. Boats are just hard for me. If we bring that up. We need more back weight without being so insanely heavy. There's no other weight blocks, huh? It's just a 30 kilogram one. Well, we do have to add a back turret at some point, which is what I was planning on doing to add a lot of weight, so that will actually work. I'll go ahead and do this real quick. Put that on there. And streamlining-wise, we'll do some 2x2 wedges. This is kind of my standard turret design now, because it works really well. This will add some extra weight to the back of the boat. At least there's that. I kind of want to go with cannons. I know it's a bad idea, but I kind of want cannons. Just because I love cannons. They're great. Cannons are just fantastic. But not being able to aim them up and down is kind of brutal. Let's go with another smart cannon. We'll just have 2 of these bad boys on here. Actually, you know what? We'll have 2 of those. And a shotgun. Ooh, those all take the same kind of bullets. Yeah, they do. And they have so much recoil that they tilt shit. It looks cool, though. Could just go with triple shotgun turret. Because the shotgun burns up all the ammo fast anyway, right? So might as well just embrace the insane amount of recoil. Why did we explode? Why are we exploding every time I close this thing? What the fuck? All I did was add a turret to the top of the thing. Nope, that was the wrong thing. It actually mitigates the recoil enough that we don't really fall over. That's kind of cool. Alright. That's probably still not enough weight. No, not even close. Look, we still look like an absolute moron, and we fall over very easily. And we explode. Why we explode? I still can't tell you. Is it just like a 1x1 gap? Or 1x2 gap, I mean to say. I'm very tempted to have the next episode of the stream be called Boats Are Hard. Boats are hard because I'm a dumbass. Yeah, that didn't solve any problems, actually. Because they're out here. I could use the inverted 2x2 corners, I guess, but... meh. I guess I don't care that much. Anyway, it's really hard to determine what I should actually do with this at this point. I need more buoyancy in the front, is what I need. But there's not really anywhere for me to add more buoyancy to the front. What if I literally took 2 pontoons and added them right here in the very front of the boat? It certainly seems to be helping while we're stationary, but it's helpful while we're moving. No. We still tilt over immediately. We don't have any kind of, like, gyro stabilizer, so that's out. I could do, like, oars. I mean, fins would work, I suppose. Fins are pretty damn aerodynamic, but, like, it just looks weird having them out like that, you know? Does that actually help us at all? We just immediately... No, it doesn't. It doesn't help us at all. I think here's the thing. Boats are easy unless you're me. Unless you're stupid. And boats are also much easier if you're not trying to make them look like one very specific thing, like trying to make them look really sleek and whatnot. Speed boats are hard, I should say. I feel like speed boats are at least moderately difficult. I don't know. I'm not entirely certain how to fix this. I do think maybe one thing I could do is make this a little less aggressive. If we turn this down to, like, 0.5 speed, that's fine. 0.5 speed. Oh my god. Yes, 0.5. 0.5. And we change the angle down to, like, 15? That would probably help a lot. Now, apparently we can't turn it all anymore. Wow, really? Really? That made it worse, arguably. Yeah, I need to just get back in the safe zone, first of all. This vehicle sucks so much ass right now. The Bassleship is better than this right now. Which is crazy to me, but it's not wrong. I need to just bring... I need to bring the surface of... or center of thrust up to match our center of mass. Otherwise, it's just not controllable. The way we have it set up. Which is a slight problem. Our center of mass is out of the water. That sucks. Okay. That's a problem. Now it's above our center of mass? Okay, our center of mass is, like, impossible to locate, apparently. Even though we know exactly where it is, apparently it's impossible to get to. For our propellers. That sucks a lot of ass right now. I'm not gonna lie. This is not nearly as ideal as the fins, but I wonder if it would work better. Because it provides more resistance. It's possible. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I was wondering where the blocks were. I was like, where the hell are the blocks? Right. Do we even float anymore? Damn. Apparently those 2 buoyancy blocks I removed apparently were like all of my buoyancy. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that we angle immediately so sharply, that is indicative of our center of mass and our thrust not being aligned. Even, they look like they're as aligned as I can get them, really. Nope, that just is absolute crap. I am not happy with my performance today in this stream. This is terrible. This is a terrible vehicle. I know my vehicle's damaged, but I'm in town. Let me just enter the build mode. Just explode me like you did before. Thank you. I feel like there's something I am missing here. Now our steering method doesn't work at all, by the way. It just completely does not function at all. Too much weight above the water, basically need a keel. We have a keel, Ice Mage. This is our keel. Where's our actual, like... Where do we float on the water? We float pretty much right at the top of the ends. Our center of mass is below the water. I've made boats and from the depths. I should be able to figure this out. From the depths is a way more complicated game than this. Come on. Figure it out, brain. We still need to bring these down. I mean, the disturbing thing is that still works slightly better. What if I put the tails in the very front? Wants to roll those, so what if you brought the keel lower? Then we just sink. We still roll. No matter how low we've made the keel so far, we just roll. Because we had a lower keel before, and we still just rolled over. So let's bring the keel down all the way down here. It's not going to be perfect, but we'll figure this out real quick. I'm aware you just got here. I'm humoring you. I guess we'll do some flat connectors real quick. The pointy bow. We have a pointy bow. It's like, just as an example, we bring our keel all the way down here. Will we still roll over? Well, first of all, we fucking sink. And we still roll over. Hang on, real quick. I just noticed something real quick. I'm just gonna bring this up so that can't possibly be blamed. Center vertical point, think of a zodiac. I actually don't know what the zodiac symbol looks like. I actually don't know what that looks like off the top of my head. Or rowboat. Center vertical point, think of... Oh, like... Oh, what, like, Hold on. Something like this. Kind of working, but not really. How heavy are the guns? 2.9 kilograms each. They're basically nothing. They barely increased the height of our center of mass. What if I added more of these along the front of the ship? Just like right here. What if I just did that? Probably wouldn't do much, I imagine. Arguably, it means we're diving. I think we're diving even harder with those there. Think of the bow, not the keel, as a vertical line rather than the horizontal line you currently have. Think of the bow, not the keel. The bow, not the keel, as a vertical line rather than the horizontal line I currently have. What? I don't follow what you're trying to say. I really don't. You have a horizontal wedge bow. Yeah. What, you want me to do this? A barge instead of a rowboat. I guess. But no fall over with weight distribution. You people are not making any sense to me right now. Am I having a stroke? Am I the problem here? I feel like I'm the problem here, because I feel like I'm having a stroke or something, because I'm not understanding a word you guys are saying. Like, I understand the words, but the context doesn't make a goddamn lick of sense of what you're saying right now. Let me go pull up a reference image of a speedboat. Give me a second. Speedboat. Reference. You smell fudge. So you guys want me to do something like this, to be clear. Think of a cigarette boat? What the fuck is a cigarette boat? I have never heard the term cigarette boat before in my life. Although these are not helping. Higher out of the water. Yeah, I know higher out of the water. The problem is we can't get it higher out of the water. Put the buoyancy back that I deleted earlier. Nope, we're still just immediately diving down into the water. I think I might be too dumb for boats, guys. I might genuinely be too stupid to build a boat in this game. Like, I'm getting really frustrated. Oh, what did I just delete that wasn't supposed to be deleted? Oh. Let's see. This fucking thing in the way is just constantly in the way. Air it down to the inners. We'll see what we can fucking work with here. You see where the center of buoyancy is? No, we can't. That's the problem. We can't see the center of buoyancy. It would definitely help a lot if we could see the center of buoyancy in this game, but we can't see it. Sorry, I know you just got here, Ice Mage, but I'm getting real frustrated with this. I don't get tilted very easily at games, but I'm getting kind of tilted about this. We've spent 2.5 hours trying to build a boat and failing. How high out of the water the bow of a rowboat sits? Yeah, I know it's real fucking tall. I can see that. I've got images pulled up now. I can see that, but the problem is I just can't get it up that high. That's why I'm tearing down the whole front right now to make it higher, to change the way this whole thing works. No, I don't want to save the blueprint. Yeah, that's where I wanted to put that, for sure. I think I made a fucking million of these damn things. Trailmakers have triangle and inverted triangle corners that front of the devs have. Yeah, but they're a major pain in the ass. I just deleted them. How did you not notice them? But they're a major pain in the ass to work with. Let me put it this way. No. We have, like, 1/4 of the amount of different angled blocks that From the Depths have, if that. From the Depths has a billion different angled blocks to work with. This has, like, 4. Because I was looking at From the Depths. Yeah. I gotcha. I think we can put an inverted 2x2 corner here. We actually do have a corner for this specific spot. I do that so much cleaner and From the Depths, gonna be honest. We have 2x2 corners here? We do. The problem is that's not really where I want to end the edge. And we can't build off of that with, like, this. Yeah, we can't place that there, unfortunately. What if we did a larger wedge corner? Because that does have a thing I can build off of there. God damn it. It's not nearly as clean, but it does work. Alright, let's see if we can actually fucking steer this thing, shall we? Completely redesign that. The front is still sinking, it looks like. Look at that. I didn't even try and turn that on, by the way. We just rolled over on our own. We can't even go in a straight line now. Well, now we can go in a straight line. You guys don't need to apologize. I'm the one who's stupid here, I'm pretty sure. I don't understand how I am failing so badly to build a boat. Okay, well, our center of mass is actually way higher now, so we need to bring these up. Which means we need to rotate them again. Maybe that will help. The problem is now it's out of the water. Does work. Okay. Literally incapable of turning. I just don't know what to do with this thing. It's just not really working at all for me. Is it possible to line this up with the center of mass directly? No. Center of mass cannot be lined up directly with a single block. That is extremely frustrating. I've read posts about how they were going to add the center of lift and such, and it's sad to see it still isn't. The center of thrust and the center of lift are in the are in the game. It's just center of buoyancy that isn't. Ice Mage. Those are in the game. Center of lift and thrust are in the game, but it only works on air vehicles. So, for example, if we go to this, and if I craft one of these, and I place this down, now we should have, yes, there's our center of thrust. And I don't have wings to place down to show you the center of lift is in the game. Center of buoyancy is the only one that's not in the game. And it's really kind of useful. because it really helps people who are really bad at boats like me to build boats. I've added a lot of weight to the lower portion of the boat. Pretty much as dead center as I can. I'm going to stop completely. I'm going to wait until we're completely leveled out. At least as much as I can tell. And then I'm just going to try and go forward. We're turning. I'm not even intentionally turning. All right, now I'm turning. And we just roll over immediately. What if I change the type of turning? What if I get rid of the idea of tail fins and I add a propeller down there instead? Ice Mage doesn't actually own this game. Shafal. That's why I already corrected Ice Mage. You don't need to correct them again. Really? Why am I so bouncy now all of a sudden? I'd argue I turn better now. But I still roll over just as much. I just want to stop it from rolling over. How on earth do I do that without just doing pontoons? Because, yeah, I could just do a big pontoon and then I wouldn't roll over at all. But I feel like I'm at a complete loss here. How to stop a thin boat from rolling over. I'm literally going to Google that. If I append Trailmakers onto the end of that Google search. Center mass is below your buoyancy. It's incredibly hard to flip over and capsize. Oh, the Reddit's very helpful here. At this point, move your buoyancy blocks up. I mean, yeah, potentially. The problem is there's no more up to go. Maybe, like, right there, because we did remove some of this. And move the ship down. That one will not fit. Moving that one up does not work. Can't put one there because it'll intersect with the turret. Yeah, that won't fit there at all. Get some more small ones in. How much buoyancy do these actually provide? It doesn't actually say. It just says provides buoyancy. Trailmakers not having as much information as from the depths hurts me sometimes. Depends on how much of the block is submerged and how buoyant it is. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. It's just that having a number of any type would be nice, you know? You get an idea of how much relative buoyancy is being canceled out. Stuff like that. I know you can build small boats in this game. I've seen it. I've seen it on YouTube, I've seen it in-game. Hell, I think I've even done it myself. I just cannot, for the life of me, build a small boat right now. I built the Bassleship. That technically works. Right now, the Bassleship would be a better boat than what we currently have. Which is ridiculous. Speaking of which, I do need to actually do this real quick. No, not like that. Just because backward aerodynamic is useful. You have too much buoyancy, too low. Yeah, I don't disagree. Let me get rid of all of these things. Down here. So, that gets rid of pretty much all of my buoyancy. I just sink now. What if I got rid of the weight blocks? Because if I get rid of a bunch of my buoyancy, I should get rid of my weight. That will at least help, maybe. I'll still keep the keel. I'm just going to replace the weight blocks with 2x2s. I mean, all of my buoyancy is either directly above or on my center of mass at this point. I'm not sure what else to do. Except for give up for this stream and come back to this later, because I feel like I'm beyond any semblance of help at the moment. Because nothing anyone has said has helped. If I stay slow, it kind of works. Like, keep it under 20 until we're in a straight line. And then we start rocking back and forth. Yeah, but rolling into the turn just gets exaggeratingly worse the faster we go, to the point where we flip over. And do that. I mean, surely these little bastards back here aren't doing that much of a difference. we're just rocking back and forth now. Bruh, this fucking boat is more stable backwards than it is forwards. Just rolled out of the turn, though. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, because I rolled all the way into the turn and fell over. I didn't roll out of anything. Except for being on my front. I'm tempted to just make a fucking raft at this point and just call it good. Because I'm sure I could build a raft. Like a bicycle, you roll into the turn on a bike. Yeah, I know what you mean by rolling into a turn. I don't know what you mean by rolling out of the turn, because when I roll into the turn, I just fall over. Like I know you see that, like, there I'm going the opposite direction. I'm trying not to do that. That's just the way the boat is doing it. Do you have hull blocks? I could. Yes, they're very expensive. But then I'd more or less just be building a fucking raft at that point. Rather than an actual, like, small, slim boat like I want to do. And at that point, I might as well just use the Bassleship and slowly make our way across the map if I'm doing that. But yes, I could make a couple of hull blocks. We'd have to do even more farming, because Aqualite is so goddamn expensive. Like, I think I can afford, what, one? I can afford one. I think I'm just gonna call this one here. And fucking come back to this later. Because when I'm less tilted. Because I'm fucking pissed right now that I can't get this to work. Like, it also looks like a proper fucking boat, too, which is the problem. Which means my brain's telling me this should fucking work. But it does not. It does not fucking work. In any way. No matter what we do to it, it doesn't fucking work. What if I put a way far forward vertical stabilizer? Apparently I now have so much propulsion I could just leap out of the water. Apparently. So I get lined up with a straight line here. If I don't move my camera, apparently the weight of the shotguns is enough to tilt the ship and throw me off balance. Fucking fantastic. Do I have helicopter engines unlocked? I don't. Okay. Just checking, because if I had helicopter engines unlocked, I could at least make a gyroscope that I could use to tilt myself over when I was falling over, which would work. What are you doing? I'm just trying to select you, you dumbass. That feels pretty fucking lined up. Yeah, our roll's definitely going the wrong way for trying to turn. Did I just have this fucking backwards? If I have this backwards, and that's been the problem this whole fucking time, I swear to God. Move stablers away from the center in terms of left and right. Well, that causes us to fall over faster, so that's something. Not really anywhere on the far sides I can move them, unfortunately. Can't really move them any further to the sides. Nope. We actually turned the opposite direction now, so that was correct. This should be like this. Which makes sense, because equal opposite reactions. We gotta keep that in mind. Now I can't turn at all. Well, good news, we're not flipping over anymore, but, bad news, I can no longer turn. How did I even manage to flip over that way? Well, not flipping over is arguably better than flipping over. Oh, yeah, we're super back heavy now. How much do those fucking things weigh? 12.5 kilograms. That's fair, I guess. Can I move those up without causing a problem? I think I can. I cannot. Okay. Apparently we just self-destruct now, apparently. Alright, I give up on this. I'll see y'all in like an hour, maybe. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream